This is a breaking news update. South African leader Nelson Mandela has died today while in prison. Details are still coming in.
Have you ever experienced a moment where the world just kind of shifts? Not dramatically with a flash of light or with a booming voice from the heavens, but subtly, like a seatbelt clicking into place. Maybe it's a movie line that you remember a certain way that's somehow now different. Or your favorite recipe for casserole from your grandmother that never existed. We all know what I'm talking about. We're talking about the Mandella Effect. And on the next episode of Gustin Time, we're going to take a look at the Mandella Effect and what could be behind it. We'll talk about very pop culture cases, such as where the Mandela Effect gets its name from, Nelson Mandela, and how some people remember him dying in prison in the 1980s. We'll also look at the Berenstain Bears, the Fruit of the Loom logo, and other subtle things. Maybe you have something in your own life that's different now than you remember when you were a child. We're not just talking about the things that are viral on the internet. We're not looking at the listicle things and the things that you see on TikToks and all of that stuff. Of course, we're going to touch on that because we have to. But what really lies at the core of the Mandela Effect? Scientists will tell us that it's our brains being squishy and human memory being false and unreliable, which is true. But does that really account for all of these things that millions of people seem to remember differently? I don't know. And here at Gustin Time, we like to look at these things not as much as we're searching for an answer, but more like asking the questions. Because you can tune in anywhere and see anyone's explanation that CERN caused some kind of dimensional rift with their Large Hadron Collider. But what if the answer is much more nefarious? We're going to look at alternative theories that attempt to explain what's happening with the Mandela Effect. And we encourage you to write in with your theories also. If you have questions, please email gustintimepodcast@gmail.com. And who knows, we might ask your question during the episode. So until then, remember, none of this makes any sense, and we'll see you in time. Gustin Time, that is.